Hello everyone and welcome back to Triple Gaming with me, Fletcher, and today I just thought I'd go through the new information that we got from the live gameplay footage that we saw for Jurassic World Evolution 2 today. Just before we start, if you have not already liked, commented and subscribed, please consider doing so for more from us at Triple Gaming, and obviously for more news and gameplay of Jurassic World Evolution 2 when it eventually comes out. This is going to be quite fast because there wasn't much new in that stream. So what bits of information did we get? Well, from the beginning, the long period of conversation that we got, we have learned that Dr. Dua is working for the CIA now, which is a bit baffling. It's quite a change from doing scientific work to working for the CIA. I wonder if this is going to be part of trying to bring Dr. Wu to just some sort of justice and to try to arrest him or find out what he's up to in the campaign. Out of all of the main original characters, Dua was the one that seemed most likely to be working for the CIA. Lambert was far too obvious. But Dua definitely seemed always a bit sketchy to me. Apart from that, they were quite quiet on what Lambert is doing, and they refused to talk about Clement Isaac at all, so we don't know what they're going to be up to. We also learned that in terms of the narrative, the gameplay narrative, they're trying to embed the actors more within the narrative, which is nice. It's the story, it's nice that they're focusing on the story in this one, which was severely lacking in Jurassic World Evolution 1. So I hope they get that right, and I hope it turns out to be a really nice, good story. But yeah, that's pretty much all there was out of all the conversation that we got to start with. I'm sure Evo and others will find a lot more than I did, but that's basically the most important bits for me. So on to the live gameplay. So the live gameplay footage that we saw was them going through the a very early campaign level, apparently, that I think we have seen before. I think the other YouTubers have shown this off in the northern mountains of Canada, I think it is, or Washington, something along those lines. Get to see that Carno again. I have to say it doesn't look that much different to Jurassic World Evolution 1's Carno for me, but apart from maybe the skin looks a bit more high definition, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's perfectly nice looking Carno. And we get to see them. Apparently they've changed the driving controls to make stuff like J-turns and that easier, so if you wanted to play Grand Theft Jurassic Park, I suppose you now can. In here he's just going off and doing the new scanning thing. You have to do status checking on the dinosaurs to see if they're happy or not, and these guys are obviously not happy because they're in such a small paddock, so that was kind of obvious. Here the dinosaurs have obviously escaped. Now I really like this touch now that you can lock on to the dinosaurs and shoot them while flying the chopper just normally, like you have like a fly-by mouse lock on, which is really nice. It's going to make tranking the dinosaurs a lot easier to do. Off he goes to go and trank this other Carnotaurus that's escaped. Have to say again, it looks so nice to see more than just a horrific tropical lime green environment. So here editing the landscape again, with all the seeing these paintbrushes and stuff in action. It's really nice to see. I love how the water looks now. I love how, we've got at least 6 textures to choose from, at least in this. Sand looks nice as well, not that horrible bleached white tropical sand. That actually looks like actual sand now. And now I only got this bit dropping in these Carnotaurus here because I absolutely adore this sitting down animation. I am a chonky dinosaur, I will sit. It's adorable. It just reminds me of the old Victorian way they depicted dinosaurs dragging their tails everywhere. And that scratching the face animation is really nice as well. So it's good to see some more interesting animations for these guys. I hope they're not repeated too much, but that just, I will sit like such. it's regal and very cute. As cute as a Carnotaurus, I suppose, can possibly be. What do we have now? Oh, right, so this is really cool as well. So they've come and found this Allosaurus, and it's gone to a cutscene, a sort of cinematic cutscene of them attacking the Jeep. And once the cutscene is over, it's going to snap rapidly from us driving the Jeep, which is where they were, to us now controlling the chopper and chasing down this Allosaurus to try to save Owen Grady from dinosaur dinner. I really like how cinematic that feels, and sort of just an element of action to the game, which I think just livens it up a little bit. I hope there's going to be more of this, and I hope it's going to be perhaps a little bit more randomized. I hope it's not going to be the same sort of thing, dinosaur has ambushed your jeep, you must go and save it. Yeah, I really like the cutscene feature. That was a nice touch. As well, and the UI looks really nice as well, doesn't it? I keep saying that. The UI does look so much better than the original. So here, I just really like how the weather looks. It's nice to see, the weather, the snow piling on top of buildings and the trees, and actually making it look like the environment is interacting with the stuff you're building, which was again sort of lacking in Jurassic World Evolution 1. I hope that sort of we are going to hear more about how the weather is going to affect the dinosaurs and the park management. But yeah, I really like how this snow looks. Reminds me of like driving around Skyrim or something, just with dinosaurs everywhere. Horribly trying to drive up that really big mountain. Now, this is where I have to switch from a bit of positivity to a little bit of negativity. So when he was building this paddock here, we do actually get to see sort of the borders of this particular map area that we're building on. Now, as you can see here, as he goes to put that back line in, we can actually see that that's the cutoff there of the edge of the map, and that means it's a really small area. Now, obviously this could be just the starting part of the mission, and it could also be just this starting sort of tutorial-based island, or tutorial-based map, but if that is, that's a really small area, so let's hope that's not going to be kept the same. I just like the Allosaurus now, how it looks. They're doing it has a mysterious ailment, so they're investigating. But the Allosaurus looks really pretty now. I really loved how it looked in the dev diary that we got this week. And it is a favourite dinosaur of mine, thanks to walking dinosaurs. So here we have the new paleo medical facility being built, which is again a nice feature. I like the introduction of veterinary. It reminds me of Prehistoric Park with Nigel Marvin and Suzanne the park vet who was always getting in trouble. Now that crabbing animation that the Allo just did there, it's horrid. I hope they fix that. I've seen it with the Carnosaurus and the Allo here, and it's a really horrible crabbing. I hope they get the animation of the dinosaurs sort of a little bit more refined. Here we have the Dino Ambulance, as they've called it. I love how they have this like Star Trek medical tricorder thing to scan the dinosaur. I'll put a picture of what it looks like in Star Trek up on the screen. It's totally a Star Trek tricorder. Yeah, that Allosaurus definitely looks really nice now. Even though he's a bit bloodied up. I do wonder, like, are we going to have scars on dinosaurs or injuries that are going to stay? I don't know if that's been confirmed or not. Yeah, that just looks like such a nice Allosaurus. He has a little bit of a rest. Very, very, very nice. Hello, Allo. Yeah, and that scratching as well. It's a nice touch. Later on, we get to see this amazing Carno. It's a little janky, but also a little bit amazing. There's the crabbing again, but it just runs and knocks that goat flying practically into the electric fence and then noms it. It's a really cool animation, but it looks really janky at the moment, and it is copied time and time again for each Carno, so that's a bit disappointing. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I got out of the live gameplay. There wasn't much else for me that was really interesting or new. Some really nice touches. I love the cinematic gameplay bit. I like the Carnotaurus sort of tipping the goat. I like the new driving controls. I really like the new helicopter controls. That's a really good touch. But on the whole, there wasn't much new. So it's just a very quick, short video. Nothing here that really makes me hyper excited, but all good stuff nonetheless. Let me know what you thought down below about the live gameplay that we got to see, and I will see you hopefully on Sunday for more Subnautica gameplay. But until then, goodbye.